Seekers, we're here with Balloonski, one of my new favorite street artists who really activates this street, this space in such a unique way. And thank you so much for chatting.
Thank you for having me. I love this place. It's a beautiful day and it's a beautiful fence, so we should put some art on it.
So Balloonski, how did you come to find art?
I have been a fan of art for a long time, but I didn't realize how much I loved art until I moved to Miami about 5 or 6 years ago. And I simply was taken to another dimension when I was surrounded by all this street art that really spoke to me in a profound way. It was really inspiring to see how raw it was and how it changed constantly. So even though there would be a piece up for a month, there'd be a piece up for a couple years, but there's always some kind of rotation going on, which really it made you want to go back out and look more to the same place you've been 1,000 times, but you want to go back and see what's new.
After your contact with the walls in Wynwood, how did you come up with your signature balloon designs?
Well, it was, class is out.
Class is out!
Yay! Time to go home. So I was in Art Basel last year, and I was living here at the time, but I went back because I wanted to be involved in it this year, do a lot of street art stuff. I had a couple parties that I was going into to make some big dinosaur heads and things like that, the other things that I make. So I was doing parties and things anyway, and one night it was kind of, the night was drawing down and it was late and there was a lot of rain going on, so it's kind of like, what's going on here? I was leaving a show, actually by a band called Wynwood, and I saw a grate on the wall. It was a little smaller than the chain link. And I stared at it for a second, and I just popped out some balloons, and I made these curly cues, and I'd pop a piece in, I'd stretch it out and put the other piece over here, and I kind of filled up the whole wall with it. And it just took me away. I was like, wow, I get it now. Now I can use grates and fences and stuff. And not too long after that, I did a Pac-Man and a Blinky ghost from Pac-Man. And from that point on, it just struck me so hard, and other people were enjoying it on my Instagram and social media, so I just went with it, and now I'm addicted. When I started to make them myself, I saw how I was reacting. Oh, this is cool, and this is pretty simple. I'm seeing some other things that people are doing a little more complicated, and it struck me so much in that young, it took me back to when I was a kid, that it has to do this for other people. So I just went with it. And yeah, that's a big reason, because I want to create these smiles. And when I put a piece on the street, I might not see all the smiles, but I know somebody's like, that's cool. So yeah, it was a lot to do with staying young and keeping in the childish mindset. I kind of create them as I'm at the fence. Like if I'm not putting up a ghost or a Pac-Man or something that I've done 1,000 times already, I just kind of stand there for a minute and I think, and it just comes. So I don't really plan it out too much, which does not sound very professional at all, I realize, but this isn't professional.
I think it's even better than professional, because you are activated by whatever space you're in, and so it's not like you have a concept or a pre-design. You're inspired by your surroundings.
Surroundings and timing, because sometimes I'll be really pissed off and I'll just I gotta go put a balloon up, which is weird that I go to that now. I take an urban jungle or a gray downtown area, and here's a fence that looks like just a construction piece, but I put this big pink thing on the wall and people go, oh, look at, it just strikes. So it's powerful, I think.
It is, and balloons are always commemorating something that's a celebration. And so you can't see a balloon and not be happy, not think of some kind of birthday that you had once or some party that you went to. It's a boy, it's a girl, anything. It's just about these moments that we want to relive. And you give us opportunities to relive those moments all the time.
That is a great point. I've never thought about that. Just subconsciously, when you see a balloon, it's like party time. And I'm all about the party, so it's all good.
So the ghost in Pac-Man, that's the guy that we're running from, right? Mm-hmm. Which is kind of fun because then you're turning the world into a game board.
Oh, I really like that. This world is a game board. We're just living in the Matrix, people, so enjoy. And you need to go, when you see a cherry pop up in the distance, you got to go get the cherry.
Obviously.
You can't worry about any of the other dots everywhere. Just go get the cherry.
Also, in an age where we're so self-isolating in our technology, you really encourage that people connect and that they have fun and that they not only connect with each other and with their surroundings, but also with themselves when they were younger. I'm so scared of balloons. Please don't.
Anything will work out if you just keep moving forward. You know, you have to fail 1,000 times before you succeed, they say. So, you know, as long as you're failing, you're not going in the wrong direction. And check out my Instagram at Balloonski. It's shameless self-promotion, Lizzie. This is how it is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was great. I'll edit it out.